All right, so this next video is to show you pulling the walls. So I'm going to start pulling these walls up and form it into something. So when you're pulling the walls, what you're doing is you're putting the clay between your fingers here, and you're squeezing that clay. You're putting pressure on that clay. That pressure and the spin of the wheel combined makes the clay want to move upwards. So when that clay starts to draw upwards, you have to follow it and direct it where you want it to go and into what shape you want it to be. And that should look something like this. So when I do this, I always keep my hands together. My arms are down on my legs on both sides. And I'm pushing in towards my left fingers to put that squeeze on the clay. And I feel that clay move, so then I start to just slide my hands upwards along the surface of the clay, and that will cause that clay to move up. So all the way back down to the bottom, I'm squeezing again, and I'm lifting, pulling, pulling. Now you don't want to pull or be too aggressive with this, because you'll tear the clay apart. So it's just getting that pressure in there. And if you feel like you're tearing the clay apart with your fingers, take the sponge and you're going to hold it in your hand like that, and you're going to push your finger into it. So you're pushing your finger through the sponge against the clay, against your finger on the inside. And it's good to know how to do it both ways. I use the sponge frequently. To get the shape the way I want it. It allows me to slide my finger along that clay without tearing the clay apart, but also without running out of water. And water is key. You got to keep using water, or the clay will dry out and it'll stick to your hands, and then it pulls itself apart. So right now what I'm doing to create more of a bowl shape is I'm just kind of drawing that clay out from center. So I'm not squeezing real hard. I don't want the clay to move or get taller, I guess is a better way to put it. I'm trying to shape the clay right now. So this is just a real easy shape to make. Stop to kind of see it better. That's kind of the shape I have. And that's pulling the wall.